So recently, some information came out on the Dragon Ball Super movie that's supposed to be coming out in December of this year, it looks like. And, there wasn't really any information that, you know, that was new and, that had come out recently. And, there wasn't really that much information. And even then, when there was a little bit of information, I didn't really talk about the movie just because I was just like, it's a DBZ movie, depending on what comes out, later in the year or so. Like maybe I'll make a video about it, but it's specifically because of this reason that I'm making a video about it. And we got confirmation on one of the new not one of the new characters. I mean, I guess you can quote unquote say that's a new character, but I guess he's gonna be the antagonist because it is a character that most people are familiar with as an antagonist, and that's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, who came out, and who I think came out in movies 8 or 9, 10, and 11. I think it's 8, 10, and 11. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember, but he was in three. He was in three Dragon Ball Z movies. He was in the amusement park ride over in Japan, the Broly 4D movie, and now he's back here in the Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out later this year in December. And if you saw my video on reasons why I don't like Broly, and I think I titled it something else along with that as well, but I basically was talking about why I don't like Broly, and I think it was because, at the time when, Kale was first being announced, she was shown to be like a female Broly, and I was like, I fucking hate this shit, and I fucking hate Broly as well, so I basically ranted about why I hated Broly and why I think he's a terrible character, and why people shouldn't give him the popularity that he gets, But I did look up a little bit more information about this. There's actually an official statement from Akira Toriyama himself because Broly, when he was initially, created in the three DBZ movies, he was created by somebody else, but Toriyama did the design for Broly. So Toriyama did the design for Broly, but he did nothing else in terms of his character and the plot that revolves around him in the movies. This time in the Dragon Ball Z movie, Toriyama is actually working on the movie himself, and he's essentially rebooting Broly. He's rebooting Broly, and he's rebooting him in the sense that he's changing his character and probably his mannerisms and stuff like that. But overall, Broly is essentially going to stay the exact same way that he is and has always been. So, for all you Broly fans who really want that and wish for him to, basically stay like that, don't worry, that's not going to change, but he is going to be an entirely different character because Toriyama is rebooting his character. Now, like in the statement that Toriyama said himself, he is going to be keeping Broly's classic image, because he is very popular overseas here in the United States, but he's still, relatively popular in Japan as well, but Broly is mainly super popular overseas here in the West. So yeah, so Toriyama is, he's going to be working on Broly. He's going to be rebooting his character, and I'm gonna be honest, when I woke up to this literally at like 11:30, 11 at night, literally just like an hour ago, I'm gonna be honest, I was really mad. I was really, really, really mad. And I think I'm gonna do like a little funny edit to begin with, in the beginning of the video. But I was really mad. I was really mad that Toei essentially decided to, bring back a character that they already brought back like basically 4 times, right? Like people get pissed off about how they keep bringing back Frieza. But technically, he hasn't really come back all that much. Like he was first, brought into the series in DBZ in the Namek arc, and then he wasn't actually dead, and in the beginning of the whole Trunks stuff that happened when he traveled back in time, and then he was essentially then brought back in Resurrection F in both the movie and the arc. And so Frieza, people talk shit about Frieza coming back like over and over again, and then there was also the time that he came back in the whole Tournament of Power arc. But people talk about like, oh yeah, they keep bringing back Frieza and stuff. They keep bringing back Broly too, but you don't see anybody here in the West complaining about it because everybody loves fucking Broly. So yeah, I was a little bit pissed off to begin with, but then I started, obviously doing my research, and I watched Geekden's video on the matter of it. Go watch his video. I'll link that in the description. I watched this video. I was doing my own little bit of research, and they're rebooting his character. And now I'm a little bit more tame about it. I'm kind of like on a neutral stance about it. Like, I'm excited because it's a DBZ movie. It's a new movie. They ended Super because of this movie, because they wanted this movie to be one of the best Dragon Ball movies of all time. This is the 20th film in the series. And Toriyama's going to be working on Broly and his character. He's going to be working on the film, which is always a good thing when you have the original creator, the original author of the manga, working on it. And you think it would be good, right? And I'm a little bit more optimistic about it because they're also rebooting Broly's character, and if they're going to be rebooting him, then depending on how they reboot him and they make him interesting and they actually make me like him, then it won't really matter in the end of the day. But I'm still a little bit optimistic about it because it is Broly, and I don't like Broly. I'll actually link my video in the description if I could find it. But yeah, that's essentially what I just wanted to talk about really quickly. I need to get 2 other videos out as soon as possible, because actually 3 other videos as soon as possible, because there's My Hero Academia, which I need to review, Persona 5, which I need to review, and the Boruto episodes, which I still haven't watched and still haven't reviewed yet. So I'm gonna watch that as soon as possible. I'm gonna do that in maybe like a couple hours, because there's some other stuff that I'm gonna do really quickly. But regardless, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you aren't new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Let me know in the comments what you think about Broly being in the next Dragon Ball movie, in the Dragon Ball Super movie. Tell me what you think about him. Tell me if you hate that they're bringing him back or not. And I'm really interested to what you think. Just leave a comment. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.